Welcome back to Henny Tea with Dara. I'm your host, Dira the Don, and today we have a very special guest. It's not giving reality TV. We got a new thing going on. Okay, so we have Rahn the Don, a Baltimore native, a businessman, the man with the plan. He's going to give y'all his whole spiel.
Appreciate you, man. The man with the plan, Rahn the Don himself. Winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners, you dig?
Okay, period. So we're going to start off real basic, how we always do introductions. So tell me about yourself, Ron. Tell me where you come from, how old you are, what you do.
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Well, I originally was born in New York. Grew up in Baltimore. The man with the plan, I wear many hats for real. I've been working with artists. I've been working with entertainers. I've been working with influencers, just businesses as a whole. You know, I'm 26 years old now, getting up there in age. But yeah, I kind of do it all. I got my hands in a lot of things for real, so I wear many hats for real.
Okay, so what did you always want to do? Did you always want to do entertainment? Did you always want to do entrepreneurship? When you pictured yourself growing up and doing something, what was it that you pictured yourself doing?
I always just see myself being me for real. Like, I didn't know what it entailed. I didn't really find a lane until I probably was like 19, 20. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, I knew I didn't really want to be like a star, like a superstar, like really like be the person on camera and stuff like that. You feel me? But I did know that I wanted to be in a mix. You know what I mean? And it's like, I played sports growing up. I was a hooper, stuff like that. Like, obviously I'm short, so I wasn't going like to the NBA or whatnot. But as far as like career-wise, I knew like I was going to be doing the stuff I'm doing now. I knew I was going to be working with rappers. I knew I was going to be working like moving around, traveling on my own time for real. So this lane that I'm in now is starting to make sense for real. I just didn't really see that as clear, you know? So it was always like destined, I say.
Okay. So in the entertainment and music aspect, what exactly were you doing then? And do you still do that type of stuff, like work with entertainment?
Yeah, a little bit. Like right now I've been back and forth from LA. So I've still been working with artists. I'm with a record label in LA called YBTG Entertainment. But I came in more so on the PR side, right? So for me, I was always like around, like, like, and it's like in the outside world, it's like everybody crew like rap. Like, all right, everybody getting money rapping, you know what I mean, moving around. And it was like a thing where every artist at the time was like they looking to try to expand and grow their platform, but they doing it within their group. So it's like my thing is like, y'all all didn't know the same girls, you feel me? Y'all go to the same clubs, y'all all kind of dress similar because y'all all homeboys, you feel me? So I'm like, how do you expect to blow up? Now, other than if the song is just straight up just the one. You feel me? So I came across all my guys and I'm like, now I remember I was in school, right? And it was a thing where I learned about like PR, public relations. And I'm like, I'm learning about all the things that like people that's in the PR they do. And I'm like, shit, like I could be the guy that's like being that behind the scenes person, to help people brands. So I started like an email blasting like to like DJs, you know what I'm saying, radio stations, club promoters, what else? Like record labels, just pitching them because I'm like, who's going to be that direct contact to get y'all where y'all need to be? You know what I'm saying? So I'm booking them for shows, helping them travel, the whole nine. So PR was an initial lane. I got into management where I was directly working with like artists like Pistol P and a few others and things like that for real. But that was more so the lane that I took, like the marketing side and like, like brand manager.
Okay. Teach me some brand management,
Well,
some
listen,
PR
I'm
stuff.
trying to teach somebody, man. So anybody that's going to listen, I'm here for you.
Okay. So I didn't stalk your Instagram because I got to know about my guests before they come. So I went through your link tree and you had so many different links. So how is it being a moving part of like so many different things? You run your own brand and then you're also co-owner of Truth Alkaline and then you're on the GamePlan tour. So how do you handle all that things on your plate?
Yeah, like for me, like I gotta move like that for me to like be successful for real. Cause like it keep me going, it keep me on top of everything. Cause being super conventional, like that's boring to me. Like my mind don't really operate like that. Like I tried having jobs before where it's like just go home, go to work and then go home. But it's like I'm myself a business. You know what I'm saying? Like Ron himself, like I'm a brand. So it's like I gotta stay moving. I gotta stay connected, because there's so many visions and so many dreams I got. So sitting still and just trying to be super complacent with a thing don't really sit well with me for real. So I always gotta be into it. And it's like all the things I do now is things I was already into in my life. So it's like just turning it now to a brand or turning it into a business or turning it into an opportunity to impact people. So it's easy for me. Outside looking in probably look crazy, but I got it together.
Okay. So I would say like you're an entrepreneur. So aside from your brand, being yourself, like what's your business? Like what do you, I don't want to say what do you do, but like what would you say like your business is? Like what would you call yourself? Aside from Rahn the Don.
And the man with the plan. Other than the man with the plan, I would probably just go with an impactful, I would say influencer, because I really don't like that term for me. Because I feel like my move's really not like a thing where, like, I feel like I'm influencing people, but it's like I'm more of like an impactful curator, I should say.
Okay.
So, because like for me, it's like I'm a visionary, right? I see visions, I see opportunities, and I find ways to always impact others from it. Because that's always been me, right? Like, I always been that friend or that guy that like people could come to and it's like, I don't really got the answer to this. Or how, like, where should I go at? Or it's like, yo, how can we get out of trouble? How can we figure this out? It's like, I always was that brain outside the box, right? And it's like, I kind of be that, I implement that into like the businesses that I'm into now for real. Like, for example, like with the book, right? I didn't just come out and say I just want to be an author one day. You know what I'm saying? Because like in high school, college, nothing. Like I barely even read books then. But it was so many people that was having issues like mapping out their goals, right? It was so many people that was like struggling trying to get to certain points in life but not having the habits to do it. So I'm like, I'm going to create something that help all y'all make a way. And that's been everything I've been doing. Like even with artists, like I said, like so many people be having like flaws or just like barriers that they can't reach. And I just try to implement an opportunity for them, man. It's like I love to see people win. I love seeing people thrive. I got a passion for helping people see out their potential. You know, I hate being around people there where it's like you got an opportunity and you don't really flourish and you don't really push it and like to their best ability. You know, I feel like all of us kings and queens. So that's just me, man. Like so I get it all done.
I love that. So going through your Instagram, I see that you're on a tour, on the GamePlan tour, which aligns with your book. So tell me how you ended up on tour. Like how's your book been so impactful to people that like it got people like we need them coming in here speaking to us, you know, to show us the game plan.
Yeah, for real, man, because it all started like I say like it all came like I always tell people in life, like opportunities just don't come from that moment, right? It come from like the moves you was making years ago, right? And with the game plan, I was always doing the game plan 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? We're just within in-house groups of people, like my homeboys. It's like, we'll say, all right, we want to buy this year, we want to do this year, we want to do this year, right? But it's like, we be so drawn out in life where it's like, we just like, I want to buy a house this year, I want to buy a new car, but like, you don't really got the steps in place to do it. So I was the guy like, yo, like, let's put it down. Like, if you say you're going to go ahead and buy this, or you're going to do this, or you're going to travel the world here, let's put it in place, right? So as I was doing it, you know, I started getting my homeboys involved. Then I got like a bigger crowd involved the next year. This year I wasn't going to do it because it's like sales wasn't really good back then for real. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a book. It was more like handwritten things like on a paper. My homeboy made a post for real about it and kind of like put me on the spot. Like, yo, like what we going to do? Like, I need another game plan. You feel me? So long story short, like I was able to, you know, create the book, and it didn't really attract all the right people at first, like as far as the entrepreneurs that I was looking for. But the youth took it like, they loved it because it's like, shoot, they want to go to college, or they want to get a job eventually, or they want to start a business eventually, or they got all these ambitions, right, in life. And it was like, that was the thing that kind of stuck. And teachers just was reaching out to me. They like, listen, we need you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we value what you say, because the youth right now, I don't know about how DC is, but I'm pretty sure it's similar to Baltimore.
Rambunctious.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the youth is real wild. Like, a lot of people don't even really want to get rich right now, or really want to be wealthy, or really want to be successful. A lot of them really want to, you know what I mean, be shooters and, like, just super gremlins, you know? And it was like, that's just where the generation is at. And I just want to speak to that person in life where it's like, it don't matter what place you at. I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're super old, or like you feel like it's not there yet. If you map out the way you need to in your life, you could at least achieve something. I ain't gonna say you can be at the greatest level ever, but you can reach the goals that you want. So, long story short, teachers was reaching out, principals been reaching out. They just like, listen, I see that book and I need that from the youth that I got. So it's been receptive. They've been receptive to it, and I'm happy for it, man. Like, it's been going great.
So the kids weren't your target audience at first, but everything happens for a reason, and they probably really needed that.
Exactly. It was great, man. It was great. It turned out great. Like, the kids, like, they hit me up all still to this day, like, well, I'm having trouble with this part. I'm having trouble with that part. Like, big bro, like, holler at me, because I look at it like I could just be that big brother to them. You get what I'm saying? I could be that, you know what I'm saying, that mentor to them. I could answer their questions, because when I was young, I was reaching out to people. You know what I'm saying? You know how it could be trying to get out, like get on. And it was like, no, you don't got enough experience yet. You ain't do enough here yet. It's like, I'm here to tell them, like, I ain't saying you're going to have it all figured out today. But shoot, you put it in place and you do what you got to do. You stay disciplined. You can get somewhere. You feel me?
Can I see the book?
Sure. Go ahead.
It's like a workbook?
Yeah, it's a workbook.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of people don't like reading for real. Like, a lot of people, because I didn't grow up liking to read. You know what I'm saying? So
I love to read. That's a secret, but I love to read.
That's dope, man. Like, I know I didn't. I didn't read my first book till I was, 20 years old? So I just try to make it convenient and, like, receptive where it's, like, they can map out the things for them. Because you can read about someone else's story all day. Or you can read about all the ways to make it, you know what I'm saying, all day. But can you put together things for yourself? Can you sit down for 30 minutes or an hour and map out your goals and map out your plans and map out the visions you got for yourself? It don't gotta be business wise. It could be how can you do better as a relationship. Like I was really watched a guy, you know what I'm saying, say like, I need to utilize this book so I can stop watching porn. And I got a goal to stop watching porn because this is messing up my marriage. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And it was like, that was his game. That was a part of his game plan. I had people that was overweight. That was like, if I don't lose this weight, I'm going to die this year. Like, my health is too out of control. I was dealing with people that's like, if I don't have a game plan or be structured, I'm going to go right back in the streets and I'm going to be hustling. I might go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. It's not fit for only entrepreneurs. It's like business, personal, relationship, health-wise, whatever the case may be. It's a game plan that fits you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is.
So how does it feel to be so impactful to the youth, to the people in the same place that you grew up? In the Yo. I call Baltimore the Yo, y'all.
The Yo?
Yes.
Shit, I mean, it feel good, man. Like, because, like, I understand so many situations. Like, I meet people where they at, right? Like, I know what it's like to have $0. You get what I'm saying? I know what it's like to really, like, want something out your life and don't have the ability to get it done at that moment. I know what it's like to fall and fail. You get what I'm saying? I know what it's like to try hard and really get nowhere. You know what I mean? So it's an honor to be able to help other people. You get what I'm saying? Because, like, none of us have it figured out. A lot of us ain't born into royalty and riches. You know, we gotta be the first to get that done. But and a lot of us go through a lot of battles mentally for that. It was like we trying to find a way to provide, but we just falling short. Now it's like your girl bitching on you because you ain't got this together, or you look down upon because you ain't got this or that. And it's like the game plan is for you to get your shit together. A lot of us go on social media, bro. It's like, and we be honoring people that's not living a certain way. You feel me?
False idols.
And you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's not nothing wrong to the people that's out promoting or whatnot, but we be falling victim to like, damn, I don't got that, but you don't even know that they got that bag, but they ain't even got a crib to stay in. Or they ain't got this, but they ain't got a relationship with this person in their family that really mean a lot to them. It's like, I just be trying to speak to that person that is like, that's going through whatever they going through in life, you feel me, good or bad. And I try to meet them where they at and give them a way to like, get themselves hope for real, you feel me? Because I know what that feeling feel like, you feel me?
Very relatable. I feel like, you know, people need people they can look at and be like, okay, I see myself in him. So if he can do it, I can do it. I love that. This is definitely so positive. I love positivity.
Most definitely, man.
Okay, so how about Truth Alkaline? So being a co-owner of an alkaline water company, tell me how that is.
It's dope.
How'd you get into that?
It opens up a lot of opportunities, not for myself, but like for people around me. So I told you I was in the basketball. Yeah, I definitely want to need another one. So I was always into basketball growing up. I was into like the sports, entertainment, stuff like that, right? So like I watched a lot of players like not really get to fulfill their dreams the way they wanted to as athletes, right? Because they say, for example, they had a chance to make it to college, but they didn't get to like go to the league, and then now they got to stop playing sports, and then they didn't make no money at all because they made it almost far, but they didn't get to the point they could get a check. So I was like, sure, I wish I could like work with Gatorade or something where I could get them like sponsorship deals now while they hot in high school, hot in middle school, so they could make money. So during the pandemic, my man True hit me. Shout out to True, man.
Shout out to True.
Man, say True, man. That's my dog. He came to me with an opportunity pretty much, and he was like on the same impactful wave that I'm on, but from a different approach. Like we always been seeing each other work, and he took an approach of like trying to help the community like on a spiritual sense and in a more divine sense. And I was always like on a business sense for real. So he came to me and was like, we had meetings at the meetings about it. And it was a thing where he just was like bringing like, yo, we got an opportunity to like, you know, like be a impact on the culture. But I didn't know where he was going at with it. So he just come to me with a water bottle and I'm like, bro, this what you was talking about? I'm like, I said, we gonna impact people with water. But it was just the fact that we was able to like teach health and wellness. You know what I'm saying? We was able to give young kids job opportunities. We've been able to help young athletes get paid early on in college. You know what I'm saying? We've been able to help homeowners, you know, like put healthier water opportunities in their household and things like that. And it's like, got drivers now. We got warehouses now. So it's like things like that. We open up so much opportunities. And now by teaching the youth the truth and teaching the community the truth, you learn a lot about yourself. When you learn about what you put in your body, you learn about who you are, why you react to certain things, why you're older in certain ways, or why you know what I'm saying, like your emotions or moods a certain way because of what you put in your body. And alkaline water helps a lot with that. So that go hand in hand with everything I'm doing as far as teaching them how to believe in themselves and teaching them how to achieve goals. Shoot, a lot of things come about what you put in your damn body. You know what I'm saying? So it went hand in hand. It was a perfect pitch, and it was like something great that we've been able to do. So I'm glad to be doing it. You know, I'm glad to be able to help everybody I can. I'm glad that you came to me for it because it's been dope for us.
Okay. I love to hear it. So you told me that he came to you on more of a spiritual. Did you take that on? Because I hear you talk about mental health and stuff like that. So how did you get into like really wanting to reach out to people and help them with like mental health? Or how does that tie into the game
I was
plan?
doing it. I was doing it for so long already, you feel me? That like I didn't know what I was doing. Like when I was always like that person that people came to for through their problems or through situations or like through like falling short of things. So I was just being that helpful person. You get what I'm saying? But now I'm realizing like you gotta learn your true self and learn who you are. A lot of things that we deal with, like saying like in relationships, in business, in life, a lot of decisions that we be making come from a lot of the situation we dealt with in the past. Like for example, like if this person is like constantly like dealing with this breakup or dealing with like this partner they got that's just like constantly bashing them and constantly bringing bad to them, obviously you're supposed to just leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? But as you know, it ain't gonna be that easy. You might be looking for that.
What you mean that's not?
No, I mean just like in life. You feel? I ain't saying that you chasing somebody or what. I hope not. You know, but I'm saying more so on a thing like it's more so on a thing like you might be like looking for love, or you might be looking for that support, you might be looking for that like that person, but it's not really because you need that person, but you might have been looking for a parent or you've been looking for a friend previously in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always was able to see it. It's like, all right, like how do you tap into yourself to like get the best out your abilities? You feel me? How can you get to the like the point where you can like see yourself from a bird's eye view and understand why I'm doing this, or why do I feel like this, or why do I believe in this? Like the society taught us so many things to like look into. I mean, like that was right or wrong, but like how can I put it? Like we was taught so much random things, but we had no reasons behind them, or we had no like clarification behind it, right? So it's like I feel like that thing is like I be wanting people to learn about their self and learn about their abilities. So that's just how I feel like we connected. You know what I'm saying? As far as with the business.
I think that when I do this, I just be trying to like bring people into their self, or bring
exactly
what people usually don't see out of you. So what you do in your free time, Ron?
Free time, I like to travel.
Okay. Things
like traveling bring me a lot of peace for real, like seeing new places, seeing new things, like trying new food in every culture. I like that. Like new cities, of course.
What's your favorite place you traveled?
Right now is LA.
Really?
Yeah, LA is like I've really been enjoying LA for real a lot. Like, you don't like LA?
I just came from LA this weekend.
For real?
Yes.
See, like, so how, like, was you out there for a long period of time or just a short period?
No, I was there for like 2 days. I worked my first red carpet, and I came back home.
I know you interviewing me, but how was that?
Oh, nobody ever asked me questions, guys. It was great. It was a great opportunity. I was super excited and happy to work a red carpet and ask the people that I recap every day questions and stuff like that. So it was cool.
That's dope.
I have another job outside of my job. I work for the Neighborhood Talk. I run their TikTok.
How's that going for you?
Ron, this is not your show.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy because like that's just me though. But like so like real like so how's that going? Like what is that like as far as like?
That's great. I just run their TikTok. I don't do their page, so I just run the TikTok, and it's kind of just like free reign because they didn't have anything on TikTok at first, so I just do what I want with it, really. But it brings me the opportunity to be able to be press at red carpets and stuff like that, which. I just want a talk show. You know, I be saying like just want like that's a chill dream. Like I want a full studio audience and the lights, the camera, the TV slide. I want all that. But I just think that me going out and being able to do a red carpet and people think that, okay, this girl just be talking shit on Instagram. But like, I work hard at that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Content creation, doing videos, whatever, recaps takes hard work. I'm a mom, a full-time mom and stuff like that.
Dope,
so
man.
it takes time out of my day to be doing that. And yeah, it basically, I hope it's inspiring to other people that like it really don't matter what your dream is, it's achievable. I can't say that I have it all figured out. Like, people saw me on that red carpet and was like, well, what did you do? And I was like, be myself. I don't really, I can't give nobody a blueprint, but I just really work hard at everything I want to achieve. Like, sitting here in this chair, before Marcus kept telling me, we got to get in this studio, and I was like, I'm gonna get in the studio, I don't know how, but now we be here. See? So just staying true to I feel like staying true to yourself. True taught me that. I will say True taught me that.
I was like, I know you where you got that from.
Yeah, staying true to yourself, just being like who you are. I feel like as long as I believe in myself, as long as I give it life, then it turns into what I wanted to. I don't know, it'd be sounding like magic, but it's real.
For real, it sounds like you a co-author of the GamePlan.
Oh,
So that's what it sounds like. You talking that talk, man. That's dope, man. My bad for interrupting, but I had to ask.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Tell me, like, what are some misconceptions people have about you?
Misconceptions. Like kind of what you just kind of hit on, right? It's like as if like what I do is just like oh, it's just like you got an easy life. Like you just wake up and you could just help people and you can bring these visions of life. Like that's just like an easy thing, or it's like, or no, that's one thing, and another thing is that people take me super serious. Like they see like, cause like when I come off, like when I was getting things done, like they don't really see the Ron's personal side for real. So they be like, all right, Ron is stuck up. Ron be too busy to be this way. Ron be on this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of chat and it's a lot of talk as far as how people feel against me being focused. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas like when you really tap in and realize like I'm really focused, helping everybody else. You get what I'm saying? So. Two misconceptions I should say is that Ron got it all easy, where it's like it's a thing where helping these people is like just like anything that anybody could just do, and like and that yeah, like that. That's just like I'm really stuck up as far as just like I'm only handling my business. I don't really got a personal life for real. So those are definitely two things for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was scared. I was like, I just do too much. And this man seems like he's about business, and I don't want to be the crazy girl interviewing him. But I do feel like from speaking to you within this last hour you've been here or whatever, I can tell that you're really personable, and that's probably good for like going into schools, talking to kids and stuff like that. So tell me like one thing you want people to get from you that like the reason why you doing all this, like what you want people to take from you as a person.
Man, take from me, man, that is like I'm trying to break a barrier that I feel like our culture never was able to like touch yet, for real. Like I'm not doing this for me. If I want to do it for me, I just go get a product that everybody's need and just do a thing and just only benefit myself. You feel me? I want that to be clear where the world, where they understand that nothing I'm doing is for just only Ron. You feel me? Like anything I do is strictly because I want to do this for everybody, that next generation, that next person. Like, anything I'm doing with this book doesn't help my situation. I've been planning. I've been, you know what I'm saying, mapping out my goals, right? Like, anything I'm doing with this water is not to help my health. That's to help everyone else's health. This book is not to help myself. This help for everyone else's goals and visions and opportunities. When I got my services and marketing and management and marketing, that doesn't help me become a star. So my whole thing is I want people to realize that they got something within them that they can get that can go far. And I just want to be that bridge that can help them. Because like I always say, it's like it's hard to build your business or it's hard to build your brand when you're in it. So it's like when you working every day and you grinding every day and you taking care of the kids every day and you taking care of home and your bills every day, I want you to know that I'm that person that can come as a source where it's like, I'm going to help you get to that next point. I'm going to get you to that next level. I don't care if it's health-wise. I don't care if it's financial-wise. I don't care if it's business-wise. I don't care if it's interpersonal. Whatever the case may be, I'm the guy that's going to say, I know what you're going through. I know where you at. And here this is how we can get here. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's from a generation aspect. That's from a community aspect. That's from a cultural aspect, whatever you may look at it as. You feel me? But I want my nephews, nieces, and future kids and everything to understand that this work that I'm putting in is far beyond me. You feel me? And I want all the colleagues that I work along with, partners and everything, to know, like, I'm not looking to get in situations to benefit all for myself. Like, anything I do, it gotta be able to impact other people. So that's me, man. Like, that's the man with the plan himself.
Okay. So how does your trajectory and like what you do, how does that affect personal relationships in life?
It's hard. Me traveling a lot and me like having to be constantly focused so much, it do ruin a lot of like relationships I got with people. And that's the sad part about what the lane I chose. Like, to choose like the unconventional route, like, you miss a lot of birthdays. You gotta miss a lot of outings. You gotta miss a lot of little kickbacks and hangout times where you could just genuinely just be cool with people because, like, oh, I gotta be on the road, or I gotta be here, or I gotta be doing this. So that do get sticky, like family wise, like close friend wise, like that gets in the way with a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's like, you gotta be mentally sustainable to like deal with it for real, because if it affects you the wrong way, you can crash out. You know, and I be big on people like not crashing out. But it's a task. It's a hassle. You feel me? And I don't know if you deal with the same as far as like doing so much for real. But I know for me, it's definitely a challenge. I get it done though. I'm close with everybody I need to be close with or whatnot. But it's definitely challenging.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to the Future concert on Sunday, and I had to skip out to go to the red carpet, and I felt so bad. Not because of Future don't know me, but I felt bad because I was supposed to go with somebody, and like they didn't get to go because
you didn't go.
They didn't want to go without me.
I deal with that a lot, where it's like I don't get to go on certain like birthday trips, where like, well, I can't go to certain gatherings where it's like, oh, we all get together, we're gonna be taking pictures, we're gonna do this and that and third, and I'd be like, oh, we know Ron can't come because Ron got this going on, Ron got that going on, or we can't.
Then it become a thing. They be like, he ain't coming.
I'm that guy now. I became the guy where don't even hit up Ron, and I'm like, damn, I still be having certain days where I could pop out, but
still invite me.
Like, still try to invite me. Like, let me still at least feel good, at least know like, y'all do want me there, you know. But that's the thing. But it come with the game, and I come with a lane that you choose, and I want everybody to know that whatever lane you choose, you got to be firm on your lane, because like if you would have missed that red carpet, that takes away from all the things that you plan you have for yourself. You feel me? So it's like with everybody, when you really locked in, like all the things it's gonna be plenty more concerts you can do, and it's gonna be. My thing is this, right? From what you just said about missing a concert, you might have missed a concert, but now you might have an opportunity now to build your own concert, and the people that you that was there to go with, that wanted to go with you to the Future concert, is now on the job of putting together the new concert that you got together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, my goal is not to go to the concert. My goal is to be able to put a concert together and have my homeboys and homegirls and friends and family to be a part of it. Now you meeting them on a personal level because now we booking them. Okay. Rather than we going and just sit in the stands and eating some popcorn. Like, it's like, I'm not a popcorn eater.
I was going to drink some Casamigos.
You know what I'm saying? I want some ribs instead of the back. Well, I'm right here with you.
I really do appreciate you drinking with me.
Yeah, for sure. We locked in, man.
Everybody in the room drinking. Okay. So, I'm trying to think. I don't want to keep going. I want more personal questions about you. I want to know about growing up. How was it growing up in Baltimore?
It was good. Crazy, but good. I feel like Baltimore was a perfect place for me. Coming from New York, I was more so the first generation of being in Baltimore for real. My father had more of a different lifestyle than me growing up. So it was a lot of a transition. So I learned a lot early in life for real. Like, I was already at the age of 7. I already had a mindset already. Somebody that was already 14. You know what I'm saying? Because my father instilled so much already in me as far as like real life, like how things really work. You know, so like I kind of like was already maneuvering in a certain way already, because like I was already so advanced. But I had a family. I got a family, but I like a father, mother, sisters, nephews and nieces now, where like they always poured into me. Like, I was always the guy. Like, it was funny. Like, they always poured into me because like it was like Ron was like the one going to be the one to like, you know, make some stuff happen. But then also it was like funny times when it was like, all right, Ron, we get that you making stuff happen. But like, who are you? Like, it's like they can start calling me Tommy. Right.
Because like they don't know what your job is.
They're like, you never got a job, but like you always doing something. It's like, because I'm always like, I just finished working, or I just finished doing. They like, where did you stop working at? Like, where was you at? So it was like, that was always like a thing for real. But now it's like, all right, like this dude.
They
really
can see it.
They like, all right, like this stuff paying off. So growing up, it was crazy. Like, just transitioning for real, trying to really like figure myself out. Like, trying sports, trying certain lanes, being in a little bit of trouble here and there, things like that. Where it's just you just figuring yourself out. But for the nutshell, like growing up in Baltimore, like really was like a best place for me because it was like enough grit and still enough ways like you had to learn for yourself and have enough opportunities to make stuff happen. So being in a small city like that, it come from a lot of hate, it come from a lot of issues, but I'm creating a culture, and the other people that's around making an impact is also creating a culture to really like grow Baltimore in a way that's needed. The guys before me, guys alongside with me now to this day. So, shit, I mean, it's a great place for me, So it's all about how you move and how you do a thing.
Okay, so how you gonna move for the rest of 2023? What you got planned?
Tell you my secrets and my sauce.
I like secrets.
She said I gotta tell it
I
to you.
usually ask them, give me one final secret, but we're gonna ask what you doing for the rest of 2023.
I'm getting busy this year, right? So we launching Keeping Homes Alive, which is the newest company that I'm starting. Mental health clinic. It's a PRP company, which is a psychiatric rehabilitation program. So we're gonna be helping with therapy and counseling for like adults and youth, not just youth. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people not where they need to be mentally.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you probably be around people all the time where you like, hold up.
I'm a little crazy. It's me, myself.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us is going through a lot of issues. So that's a lot of my focus right now in 2023 for real, where I'm focusing on people's mindset, their mental health, and their like well-being. Because at first I was coming off with an approach of like, all right, you got to start a business, you got to have your own ownership, you got to have your own control. But I'm like, hold up, you got more issues to deal with.
You may not
now.
need a bunch of control.
You don't need too much control. You get what I'm saying? So I was on that tip where I'm like, all right, let me take a step back from trying to make you a star. Let me take a step back from you trying to start this new line that you got going on for yourself. Let's get into your fucking mind directly. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it was like a thing where I'm like, all right, hold up. Let's tap into that. Let's get a therapist. Let's like talk about what you got going on, because growing up, I didn't know I was depressed. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that I was having real bad anxiety. I didn't know I was dealing with PTSD from having 7 friends die in a matter of 4 months. I didn't know that. You get what I'm saying? I didn't know from constantly hearing that my friend of mine is locked up, you know what I'm saying, and dealing with a situation that's like unfortunate. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that these things was like affecting like my moods. I didn't know these things was affecting like the way I was going about in life. It didn't let me know that like it was affecting that I was drinking, it was or this or that or anything that was excessive. You feel what I'm saying? I wasn't aware about that. So 2023 is about really like helping people tap into their self, but from a different perspective. I was doing at first like entrepreneurship, ownership, having control in those things. Now 2023 for me is get into your fucking mind. Realize if you really okay. You know what I mean? But on a real personal side, it's like make sure that you good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can I ask what was the turning point for that from entrepreneurship to we might gotta work on the head first. Like.
So it was like a thing that was like pinching me, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you know, something like, you know, those things that just keep aggravating you, and it's like it's that point where it's like, all right, I got no other choice but to fucking like to listen to what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So we all had those moments where like, you know, it was like we being naive, but it was always like I kept seeing entrepreneurs deal with like, not because people didn't have the right ideas or because people didn't have the right like concepts or the right strategies to be successful, and that why they wasn't making it. I was realizing, all right, their mental state not good. But then it got to the point where I was kind of like getting close to hitting rock bottom in a sense, right? Mm-hmm. I was getting to the point I was hitting rock bottom where my business wasn't flourishing the way I wanted to, right?
You mean like the book or just like
the book
the
is
brand?
More so the brand. Rahn the Don himself. Like, it wasn't connecting the way it needed to for real, because from after the pandemic and so much with the economy, a lot of people's businesses financially wasn't where they needed to be for me to work with, right? Mm-hmm. And it was starting to affect myself from like being able to work with them. So it was a thing where I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Or what am I, like, why is things not going right? And the conversation I had like with my girl, right, when she was pretty much breaking it down to me, where it wasn't a thing that like I was doing wrong or wasn't like helping people get further enough. It was a much deeper message that I had a calling for. You know what I mean? Because like me helping these people with like for example, when I was talking about PR work, right? It wasn't that I had this love for just music itself. It was the love that I had for people to get to that next point, because I seen they was stagnant, right? When I was working with these companies, right, it wasn't because, I just like that company only. I just want to just do that and I want to help it grow. It wasn't just water that I just love water so much I want to sell water. It was because of that athlete that I know that didn't get paid and that they depressed now.
Okay.
It was because that business it was because that owner right there had a bigger message than what the product showed. So now I learned deep in life with myself. It's not that I'm looking for these certain categories of business. It's because I'm looking for that personal development side of people, and it comes from your mind state, you know, your mindset. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these ventures that I'm doing aren't because of, like, what should I say? Because I just love the category. It's because I love the person, the development process. I love the journey.
Okay.
And on the mental health side, I love that journey of becoming yourself. I love the journey of you becoming like the best version that you can be, so you can see the dreams and visions that you have for yourself. So that's where it came about for us. So that's what 2020 is headed toward. 2023 is headed towards. So that's where we at.
Okay, I'm wishing big things for 2023. I love that. I love the passion and like seeing people go further and not it just being about what can I do for you? What can I sell you? I love that. Okay, so before we go, you do have to tell a secret. It's the rule of the show. So, it could be any kind of secret. You could tell me tomorrow I'm wearing black socks. Don't nobody know. I'm wearing black forces tomorrow. They don't know. You can tell me anything, but you gotta tell a secret before you leave.
All right, so a secret of any sort.
Mhm.
All right. Where can I go with a secret at in life? All right, the question for you is to give me a category of lane that I should it be like business wise? Should it be like personal life wise? Should it be like
give me personal?
Oh, then you would say.
Look, I'm in the business. Give me personal.
A secret. So there's all right. My question.
It could be anything. Did you want to?
So does a secret have to be fully already true, or is it the secret that could be a thing that like
you want to come true, or it could be like, it could just be something people don't know about you.
Okay. It could be a secret. It's a. I possibly could be expecting a child.
We're here for that. Yay! Everybody should be parents. As the parent in the room. Anybody else a parent in this room? Okay. As a parent in this room, I say you're gonna love it. Congratulations. I hope so. Invite me to baby shower.
For sure. We got you.
Is there anything else you wanted to touch on? Y'all have to get the game plan. I say if you have anything you want to do in life, even he gave y'all examples. You trying to stop watching porn or whatever. You trying to let go of some bad habits, trying to stop smoking, anything with a game plan. And actually with, being guided. I looked through the book. Y'all got to go on his website, on the link tree, on everything, and look at his Instagram, which we're going to tag everything so they know where to reach you.
I appreciate that, man. Last thing, just trying to help everybody see themselves from a bird's eye view and be able to accomplish whatever they want in life. I'm here for it, man. So anybody that need to tap in and just have a voice, or just have an ear, I should say, to just listen and be a part of, you know what I'm saying? I'm right here. I'm not too far, I'm normal, whatnot, the man with a plan. So that's that, man. Appreciate you for everything, man, for sure.
And tell them where you're going next on your game plan tour. Send your kids to school so they won't miss wrong.
Next, it actually is, I'm going to be speaking at a jail. I don't know exactly what jail, but it's 3 jails that's lined up right now. I'm going to be speaking at 3 jails next, so that's the next thing.
That's monumental, Ron.
For sure.
Go off.
Yeah, for sure. So, free all the guys, man.
Congratulations. Free the guys. I don't know the guys, but free the guys. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching another episode of Henny Tea with Dira. I hope that you learned a lot from Ron. I learned a lot from Ron. I'll be picking his brain. Look, hanging with her. But so I hope that y'all got something different from today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing your true self.
Appreciate you, man.
And thank you for everything you're doing for your community and the youth and everything else.
Alrighty, man. Appreciate you, man. We just getting started.
Period. All right. Cut. I always do that.